everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and this is the story about Humphrey, how we got together, so please stay tuned. Today I want to highlight my living room star, Humphrey. He has his own 75-gallon aquarium. On March 12th, Humphrey and I will celebrate our first anniversary. Humphrey was 18 months old and 10 inches long when I got him. From my calculations, Humphrey was born in September, just like me. Now Humphrey is 2.5 years old and just a smidgen over 11 inches. I found Humphrey on a site called Kijiji, which is an online want ads program. I was really excited about him. I was hoping he would be exactly what I was looking for in a flower horn. Humphrey was in a 150-gallon aquarium with 2 catfish, a giant Raphael catfish and a spotted Raphael catfish when I first saw him. The tank was in the basement. His tank was on a wall in the hallway, giving him very little natural light. They seldom turned on the lights as they didn't spend time down there anymore. Only going down to do laundry and feed the tank was about all the interaction Humphrey was getting. Now I know lights aren't that important, but interaction is, especially for intelligent fish and interactive fish like flower horns. Humphrey wasn't getting what he needed. It was a case of moving on from this hobby and losing interest. Now, as most of you fish keepers know, when we get together with a like mind, time flies. I really enjoyed talking to this gentleman. He was so full of knowledge, but I could see he was moving on to something else. Apparently, he had a number of small tanks that he sold off first, including all the fish. All that was left was the 150-gallon aquarium with 3 inhabitants. He was afraid he wouldn't be able to sell them before they moved at the end of the month, and he didn't want to have to move it. I fell in love with Humphrey immediately. I told him I would take him. He countered by saying he would take any reasonable offer to sell everything he had left as a package. Well, I turned my pretty please eyes on my hubby. We ended up giving him $500 for everything he had. 2 weeks later, we went back and brought everything home. Those were the incredibly longest weeks, but worth the wait. Hubby had to build supports in the basement and get things ready here, so we needed the time as well. When I first got Humphrey home, he was very aggressive and took some time and patience to get him to trust me. Over the next 4 months, I worked with him, showing Humphrey I was his friend, and he began to trust me. I've always found that good things really do come to those who wait, and anything worthwhile comes at a price. Usually effort is included. But now Humphrey and I are buddies, and it's been the most amazing experience I've had in the fish keeping hobby. Now I would like to draw your attention to another great channel, Angelo's Fish Tanks. I'm sure many of you already know Angelo. He is a great guy and his channel is going places. Angelo is a fellow Canadian making his home in northwestern Ontario. He's a family man sharing his love for this hobby through his videos. Angelo has numerous tanks, a 120-gallon African cichlid tank, and many other fish species inhabiting many other different size tanks. Angelo does unboxing videos, how-to and DIY videos. He has videos on his planted tanks and information on the plants themselves. Angelo shares other pets like their cute little hamster, a bearded dragon, and even a turtle. As you can see, Angelo has a well-rounded channel that will appeal to many. I encourage you to drop by and sub Angelo's fish tanks. You will be glad you did, and I know Angelo will personally welcome you. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.